All right, let's now take this across to our guest. RP Singh is national spokesperson of the BJP. We have with us Karan Verma, author and political analyst. Ravi Srivastava is also with us, political analyst, as well as Dr. Sumanth Raman, political analyst. Let me start with you first, Ravi Srivastava. Now, the allegation that is being made over here is that there are serious charges. Of course, there's a political fight as far as the lookout notice is concerned. But the larger point being made over here by the BJP is that there are serious charges that Mr. Sisodia and several of the others face as far as that FIR is concerned. But what is being talked about is the education and health model. Even if he has been a very good education minister, even if the healthcare performance of AAP has been great, does that mean that he can indulge in corruption?
First of all, whether any corruption has happened, whether any ghotala has happened, that is yet to be proved. Another thing is that after 14 hours, not a rupee has been found, not a document has been found, and what you found in that so-called FIR, that there are 1 crore and 2 crore being paid to some Arora, some Amit Arora, some Dinesh Arora, from Arjun Pandey and all those people. And that kind of fake charges are being made. One thing I want to ask, is the BJP a constable of the CBI? Do they work for CBI? Who are they to ask these questions? These questions will be asked by a constitutional body, an authority, whether it is ED, whether it is IT, whether it is CBI. They will bring out the paper. Till that paper comes, I have no comment on this. You can keep on making as many charges, Oberoi Hotel and 5,000 crore and KCR family and 30 crore, 144 crore, licenses, etc. What is all this? It's all fake, bogus, concocted, faceless kind of allegations.
Okay, let's get a response from the BJP on that. I have only one problem with what you say, Ravi Srivastava. When there are scams, there are obviously political allegations that are there, or alleged scams, if I can put it that way. But let me, and Aam Aadmi Party has in fact risen on this entire aspect of corruption being reported. And one second, sir, Aam Aadmi Party's rise, we have all seen what has happened since the late post-2010, what has happened up to 2014. That was on the rise of similar issues that Aam Aadmi Party itself has raised. But nevertheless, you have made a point as far as these allegations are concerned. I'm going to get a response from RP Singh. RP Singh, when a member of parliament like Mr. Parvesh Verma makes these allegations, we've seen the response coming in from Aam Aadmi Party. He should at least have something to prove it. How can he make such a serious charge without backing it up with any kind of evidence?
Okay, Madhav, let me further what Parvesh Verma said. I'm taking a name named Arjun Pandey. He's the accused number, let me just read his name. He's accused number 15 in the FIR copy of the CBI. Now, will Atishi tell and say on oath that she doesn't know Arjun Pandey, or she doesn't have any equation or relation with Arjun Pandey? I'll take another name, Amandeep Singh Dhal. He is also part of the FIR filed by the CBI. His name is number 7. Will Mr. Saurabh Bhardwaj take an oath and say that they have no relationship with these guys? So there are a lot of things, but I am shocked and appalled at Mr. Srivastava's point of view. He says, "Koi paper nahi mila." I mean, were you there? I mean, is he a constable of CBI who knows what paper CBI is unearthed and what paper they have not unearthed, or what document they have or what document they don't have? We don't have any knowledge. How can he have the knowledge, or anyone for that? You should have more knowledge than anyone else being a journalist. But no, they'll cook up something, they'll come out with something. And let me tell you two things, okay? On record, on documents on record, this is 25/10/2021. There, one of them, Assistant Commissioner Narendra Singh of the Excise Department, he writes, he issues a show cause notice about a cartel operation of manufacturers and the wholesalers and the retailers, and he sent it to Enrich company.
Sir, that doesn't still answer my question. If you make a charge of the TRS being involved with the Aam Aadmi Party and striking a deal, what is there to prove that, sir? You can ask these questions of the AAP, that's fine.
I'll come to that, Madhav, I'll come to that. I'm showing that document, Madhav. I'm saying showing the document. This is another document by the same person talking about the blacklisted company. Khawbali was allotted a tender, was allotted a depot, the Reka depot by the government. He is issuing. This is not mine. This is 25/10/21. brush it aside
trial starts.
and
Get him to bring him to the court.
Mr.
When the
Srivastava
trial
साहब,
starts.
आपको टोकनी अच्छी बात नहीं है.
RP Singh, what are you talking?
Mr.
You carry
Srivastava,
it to
please.
the court. Carry it to court.
I'm talking,
Carry
I'm
it to
showing the
court.
document on a few document
No
evidence.
use.
I'm showing you the
It's a
evidence and then a document on
fake-
record which categorically
fake
says
paper,
that
fake-
yes, companies
fake
which are
paper.
blacklisted
I'm
were
saying-
given tenders,
Sir,
were
it's
given
a fake document.
lottery
It's
takers
a-
and also
it's a
there were partner
fabricated
companies which are
document by
lottery
you.
takers. Now,
You made
let's
it.
talk about
You
that.
made it.
In
It's a
2010.
fake document. It's a fake
All right.
document. You made
Once
it.
again, gentlemen, there's some breaking news coming. I have to interrupt you here. The CBI probe in the Delhi excise scam is getting bigger. The CBI is widening the scope of the probe. A politician from the southern Indian state is under the scanner of the probe agency in the excise policy case that has been lodged against Manish Sisodia and others. Several are under the scanner. The few are from Telangana. The names have not been revealed, but the probe is at an initial stage. Bhavtosh, this is very, very big because the allegation that was made today in the press conference by the BJP MP Pravesh Verma is on the same issue and same angle of the links with politicians from a southern Indian state of Telangana. Now, are we talking about the same political party, the TRS, that is being referred to over here?
Well, Madhav, yes, the scope of the probe is being widened by the Central Bureau of Investigation, but the names are not being revealed. What the CBI officials are saying is that the scope of the probe has in fact been widened. Several individuals, including politicians, are under the scanner. Remember, raids and searches were carried out at seven states and 21 locations. It was not confined to just Delhi, and they have said that individuals, including those who have affiliation to different political parties, are also under scanner. Particularly in Telangana, there are certain individuals who have political affiliation. They are also being investigated by the agency, and one can expect some very explosive breakthroughs in this case and some very big allegations being leveled by both the sides, whether it's BJP and AAP and other parties in days to come. But CBI has definitely said that the scope of this investigation will be widened. And CBI has said that this is based on the evidence that they have collected over a period of 1 month. This investigation is not only limited to what the LG has written in this letter to the CBI, but they have said that they are carrying out their own investigation in this case. Some liquor lobbyists and even traders based out of Telangana are now definitely under the scanner of the CBI. Back to you.
All right, that is very, very important information coming in. Now, formally, of course, there is, of course, some material which the CBI clearly has, which points towards the possible role of politicians from southern Indian states. They're not taking any names at the moment, but the BJP, which held its press conference, certainly has indicated which direction the probe would be headed. Thanks so much, Bhavtosh, for joining us with that input. And let me take this right back to our guest joining us, Dr. Sumanth Raman. This is very, very important because now it is not just in the realm of the political allegations. Here we have an official confirmation that the CBI is indeed looking at politicians from a southern Indian state. This could, in fact, be something that could potentially spell trouble for TRS leaders as well.
Madhav, I think there is a need for a good, better script writer. Whoever is writing the script is not doing a very good job. See, normally when such raids on opposition politicians happen, in the evening, quote unquote, sources will inform that a huge haul of cash and documents have been seized and all that. In the case of Mr. Manish Sisodia, even that announcement they are not able to make means that whoever is, the scriptwriter is not really living up to his, to his earlier reputation. Look, let's be very clear. Nobody so far has been able to say, A, where is the money trail? That Manish Sisodia actually made money. Nobody has been able to say. Second, nobody has even been able to say what the connection is between Mr. Sisodia and all these Aroras and Pandays and others. I mean, for God's sake, what kind of an investigation is this? So I think that they've understood that this is more a fishing expedition. So that's why just a few hours ago I saw breaking news which said that the CBI is now doing a preliminary inquiry on the 1,000 buses, low-floor buses which the Delhi government procured. They have some allegations of corruption in that and now they want to investigate that. I mean, this is becoming farcical, Madhav, and I think that it's time
It's a farce.
that, you know,
It's a
clearly
farce.
Telangana is a very, very important state
It's a
for
farce.
the BJP.
The story has
It's going
not
to the polls
been
next
scripted
year.
well, is the allegation of
therefore,
Sumanth Raman,
KCR
Karan
needs to
Verma.
be weakened.
And clearly indicating that agencies are being misused. That's clearly the subtext of what he's alleging. Your response to that?
Well,
What is the charge?
in fact,
Please tell me
this
where is
investigation,
the
Madhav,
Okay.
is
Sir, you've asked the
based
question. You've asked
on.
the question. Let
now,
him
can
respond.
I answer, please?
Yes. Yeah.
Can I answer?
Karan, go ahead.
Yeah. In fact, it is based on solid facts and it is based on proper procedure. The Delhi Chief Secretary filed a report and he made some stinging allegations, and those allegations were rooted in facts. Why was a 144 crore waiver given on the license tender fee? It was done without the permission of the cabinet. It was done unilaterally. On what basis was the price of imported alcohol reduced by 50 rupees per can?
I want to respond.
Unilaterally done again without
Let him
any
make his
cabinet
point. You can
note.
respond to him
On
later.
what
Let him make his
basis? On what
Policy
basis was?
decisions are not scams.
Please,
Sir, please calm
Please,
down.
what
Please calm
basis
down.
was
We will
the
come. I'll
EMD
come to you,
amount
gentlemen. Please let him make his
returned?
point. He has just started speaking.
Can I
So let's
answer?
not heckle each other, please.
Can I answer?
Yes, Karan, please go ahead. Make your point.
Between a policy
Now,
Suman, I'm coming
that is
to
what
you.
they
Let
do.
him make his point,
When
sir.
they
You
don't
make
have
your point.
answers,
Nobody
that is what they
interrupted
can
you.
do.
Let him respond.
Mr. Suman, please. When 30 crores were returned to the L1, when they could not comply and get the NOC from the Airport Authority of India, that should have been forfeited and not returned back. Why was a manufacturing firm given a license when it was clearly spelled in the policy that it won't happen? Why was Khao Gali, a blacklisted company by the records of Delhi government, why was it given a license? These are some serious questions based on facts, Madhav. And the Delhi LG took cognizance of this report and ordered a CBI inquiry. Now, how is it that somebody is convicted? It is just an inquiry. If you are squeaky clean, welcome it with open arms. This is the same party, Madhav, from IAC to LOC, from India Against Corruption to Lookout Notice. They have come a long way.
Right.
They were the same people who used to flag these papers and
Okay.
file baseless allegations
Okay.
and expect people to resign.
All
And
right,
look at
all right,
them now.
okay.
They are
You made that
fighting
point. Yes,
to
we
maintain
actually made that point a little earlier. We made that point a little earlier, but to the specific questions that you have asked of certain benefits being given by the government, I want a response from Ravi Srivastava. Sumanth, I'm coming to you. Please calm down.
1 minute.
Ravi Srivastava, you wanted to respond to that point. Why is it that some of these companies involved have allegedly, and BJP has held press conferences on this in the past, their allegation is that the government was actively helping some of these liquor companies by, removing, a lot of the kind of the money in fact being returned, and several such allegations, benefits being given to these companies is the allegation. Please respond.
Yes.
Madhav, all these things are in the realm of speculation. These are not charges because charges are not yet framed.
No.
I have a question to ask. Out of 785 crore, 85 crore toll tax was waived off by the MCD. Why? Why they waived off the money? 100 crore worth of holding money
So-
which they were holding, they have waived off.
So,
Why
Mr.
they did
Srivastava,
waive?
according to you, two wrongs make a
Because
right.
the CBI the
I'll ask the
ED
MCD question to Mr. RP Singh, no
reports-
problem. I will ask him that question,
I'm not
but
saying-
sir, can you justify
I'm not saying- I'm
how
not saying-
how is it that
I'm not
certain
saying-
companies were benefited? Is there any answer to that question, sir?
I'm
No,
saying
these are all facts.
Because-
this is
because-
not fiction.
because the agency,
Mr. Srivastava,
because the
don't comment
agency,
speculation.
One at a time, one at a time, please, one at a time.
They will,
These are all facts.
because the agency, the stooge
Yeah.
of the government, they will not go and inquire those things. They will not inquire into 10,000 crore liquor mafia in Gujarat. 100 people killed over there. They will,
I think-
the ED and CBI will not go there. But ED and
Changing the
CBI
goalpost.
will come behind
Changing the goalpost,
Manish Sisodia only.
Okay, one at a time, one at a time. I want to put this question to Mr. RP Singh. Mr. RP Singh, selective investigation is happening. Once again, the charge from Ravi Srivastava. I don't know how that justifies.
Specific questions.
Yes, 1 second, please, gentlemen, please calm down. If you all shout over each other, I cannot have a debate. It's very difficult to coordinate this. There's enough time that we have on our hands. RP Singh, specific question on the MCDs where there are benefits that have been given. Allegation of Ravi Srivastava also saying that central agencies are not investigating scams such as the liquor ones happening in Gujarat. That is his allegation. Please respond to these counts.
Madhav, I'll appreciate you give me time. Last time you cut me short, and I'm sorry. I mean, you're giving more time to the three people put together, and I'm the one whom you're asking questions, not allowing me to give the answers. Now, coming to that initial point, let me answer that again. These are the two documents. I'm prepared to stand by this in court of law. These are documents which was their part of the Chief Secretary's report, which was given to the LG. So, Mr. Srivastava, before you say every document is false, Mr. Kejriwal need to answer these documents on record, which categorically says that cartels and
Oh, come on, yaar, he will answer it. He will cross the bridge when he comes. Why are you worried? You reply the questions I have asked. Now you reply the question which I have asked.
Okay. One at a time. Yeah.
NCD waived off 85 crore.
Yes, he is answering that, Ravi Srivastava. Please stop interrupting. I'm requesting all of you, let's stop this kind of cross debate. There is enough time. You will all get your chance to speak. Mr. RP Singh, make your point.
Sir, they are why you get anarchists on your debates? I mean, people who can understand and talk, do debate. I mean, why you get people who only heckle? Now let's talk about the subject again. When was the corona last year? March. When was the standards given? November. The money was waived out in what? This year, August. So this is what is happening. They were not waived out because of corona. They were waived off because they wanted to oblige their friends on name of corona. 17 November 2021, when this policy was introduced. There was no corona at that time when this policy was introduced. And money was waived off not in August, last month in July. But when the Chief Secretary raised a red flag, on 8th of August, they immediately went for a meeting. They immediately went for a meeting on 14th August for a cabinet meeting without a cabinet note. And post-facto approval of waivers of 144.36 crore. Hold on, Mr. Madhav, I have to complete, please.
Okay, make your point.
A challenge. That 30 crore rupees which was given back, 30 crore rupees which was given back to L1 company which Mr. Kanwar was referring. Again, there was a quid pro which happened on this. Just wait for time, it's matter of time, everything will come on table. How quid pro happened and who are the people involved into it. Now coming to your connection with the Telangana party, KCR. Now there's a gentleman name, I give you a name, the gentleman name Mr. Rama Reddy, ST Rama Reddy and Moganta Shiravansulu Reddy, MSR. These are the two people whom the fares are offered, whom the fares are given. And yes, there are people from the southern political parties who are involved getting these connections made. They were trying to work out as middlemen to get these contracts given to these people.
Absolutely fake.
Okay. Mr. RP Singh, if you made your point, let me quickly bring in Sumanth Raman on that point. Sumanth Raman, there is enough documentary evidence, is the point being made by RP Singh. It's not something that's a figment of imagination as you would have us believe. He believes that there is enough documentary evidence to nail the role in both what's happened in Delhi and in Telangana. Yeah.
Madhav, I think there is a fundamental lack of understanding between a policy decision and a scam. All these documents point out to are... Mr. Singh, I did not interrupt you. Please let me speak.
Sir, you heckled me.
Madhav,
sir, you heckled
please
me.
understand.
These are the document on record.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I kept quiet. I did not. Okay, you can heckle. Go on. Look, there is a difference between a policy decision that grants concession to one or more companies and a scam. Saying why was 100 crores waived off for somebody, why was 30 crore waived off for somebody else does not equal a scam. People, please understand that every policy decision of the government benefits somebody or the other. Every policy decision of the government will benefit somebody. Every time excise is cut on something, it benefits some industry.
No. I think there is a difference here. There is a difference here. Sumanth Raman. One second. RP Singh, just 1 second. Sumanth Raman, let me just come in here. Sumanth Raman.
Back to Mr. Sisodia.
Sumanth Raman. 1 second. Mr. Sumanth Raman, listen to my question. I'm asking you a simple question. Mr. Raman.
There is no case.
Mr. Sumanth Raman, this is not a platform for people to give speeches. I'm asking you a simple question on basis of what you have just said. You have said that every policy will benefit some people and will be disadvantageous to some people. But that is not what is being alleged here. What is not being alleged is about the policy specifically, but the fact that there are actions of this government that are being questioned in terms of benefiting certain companies. How can that be, acceptable?
Excuse me, Madhav, where is the money trail? You are not getting the point. There has to be money going into Mr. Sisodia or somebody
No, the
close
allegation-
to his account.
The allegation is
Money
that
has not been made. By
the
Mr.
allegation is that
Sisodia.
money
Where
was
is this
allegedly
scam?
exchanging hands,
The
and they have information on that.
allegation
All
is
right.
that the government gave concessions.
Okay. Let me get in Karan Verma.
Where is the charge?
Karan Verma, if to prove the quid pro quo, you have to prove the money trail that has been received. There's no money trail.
I
yet.
am so
Where's the money?
surprised.
Show me the money. Mr. Sumanth Raman says, show me the money
I
today.
am
There's no money, he says.
Yeah. Well, Madhav, when 144 crore, that is a money, right? That's money we are talking. Not everyone is like Partha Chatterjee, where you will discover piles and piles of cash. Here, in a very smart policy move, you are wavering 144 crores. And as per the CBI charge, two of very close Sisodia's associates have received 1 crore from Samir Mahindru, who is a liquor trader, and Arjun Pandey has received 2 to 4 CR. So that is also under investigation.
What is a close associate?
And when 30 crores is returned as EMD amount, this is money exchange. What else were you waiting for? I mean, this is what quid pro quo is. When you make a change in policy to benefit a few and you cause a loss to the exchequer, then
One
this
second.
is
Ravi Srivastava, it's mentioned.
warrants investigation.
This associate aspect is mentioned in the FIR.
No, Madhav.
It's mentioned in the FIR. I'm saying the FIR is wrong.
Of course it's
It
mentioned.
is.
One second, please, gentlemen, please. Let's not have the shouting match, please. Ravi Srivastava is making a specific point. Yes, I want you to respond.
What is the evidence of having a close associate?
Okay.
What is the evidence for that? That Mr. Modi has got a close associate in Nirav Modi, or he has got in Mehul Chokshi, or in Sandeshra.
Okay.
All those people who have
RP Singh, respond to that. Okay, you're making a point. One second, RP Singh. Okay, you've made a point, sir. Please let me get a response from BJP. The fact that these are close associates is factually wrong is Ravi Srivastava's charge. Please respond to that, RP Singh.
Well, there are pictures and documented mails on record which CBI will disclose by another few days. I mean, this matter of time is part of the affair. Mr. Ravi Srivastava, go through the affair thoroughly. You will get more details. And because you don't read details, you just come and do blah, 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 blah every day on this new debate. You don't try to read papers. Let me again tell you, the corona ended in March.
Okay.
The policy was started in November. And waiver was given in July. Where was corona? Why was favor given?
All right. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. Gentlemen, clearly this is going to be a heated debate over the next few weeks. It's not going to end here. It's day 3 since those raids took place, but clearly it continues to be a hotly contested issue in terms of the facts and details that are coming to the fore. Of course, we'll have to see what the agency gets as far as this entire alleged scam is concerned. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. In fact, two of our panelists